Oh, man.
You'll be fine. Good morning, guys, and welcome. We're gonna wait a few minutes. Thank you for joining us for Startup Bytes today. Happy Wednesday. Oh, it's a good time. Coffee in hand. It's Wednesday.
Yes, it is.
So we roll. Good morning. Good morning. Feel free to say hi in the chat if you want, or you can wait until later to say hi. Good morning, Diana.
Welcome.
Oh, the dresser. Diana is here.
Gotta get correct. Let's go.
Yes. Good morning, guys. We're just going to wait a few minutes and let people join, and then we're going to jump right into it. Welcome to Startup Bytes. Oh, coffee.
Gotta put the phone face down so you don't get distracted.
Good morning. It's Wednesday. All right. Good morning, guys. Thank you for watching Startup Bytes. We are back with another episode of Startup Bytes, where we give you 5 tips in 15 minutes. And today, my co-host is my friend Marvin, who is joining us all the way from New Jersey. Marvin, please introduce yourself.
Hello. I am Marvin. I'm a video strategist by trade. I don't like to go by videographer. I feel like what we do as far as a company and things I like to teach, I think it's more involved than just, slapping a video together. And but it's more so strategy, helping clients implement these videos, and also just, try to help business owners who are passionate about what they do. So that's me in a nutshell, and I'm happy to be here.
Thank you for joining us today, Marvin. Marvin, we're going to go ahead and jump into the tips because I feel like you have some great ones that we need to kind of dive into. So in no particular order, but we're going to start from tip number 5. What is tip number 5, Marvin?
All right, let's do this. All right, so I like to look at video as more than just a marketing tool. I think when we start talking about video and when you want to start doing video, I think a lot of times people don't really know where to start. And I think the number one thing is to understand, like, video has to have a strategy, it has to have a plan in place. It's not, like I was talking about before, it's not just about slapping the video together and hoping things work out. It should have a purpose. It should have a reason for why you're creating a certain piece of content or video. And that's kind of like where I like to start it off. And one of the things I like to tell people is, like, there's the power is in the strategy. There's so much power in video, but if it doesn't, like, help us, if it's not saving us time, if it's not helping us in our business, it's kind of, who wants to waste time, who wants to waste money on something and not do well. So one of the things I like to look at is video being as offensive and a defensive strategy. So what do I mean by that? If you look at football, right, the defense's goal is to stop the ball, tackle, stop the ball. Same thing with offense. Like, they're trying to get a first down, they're trying to score. Same thing with video, and I look at defensive video as more so like, this is where we want to put things in place where people are coming to look for us, so it's acting as a defense. So if people are coming to me, people are trying to search for me, when people are trying to make decisions, I want to fit a video that's designed to play as a defense. So they're looking for me, they get to find me, they get to know all about me, they get to understand, like, what is it that they're coming to look for, trying to find. And for offense, it's more so like putting things out into the world to bring people into your world. So think of ads, think of commercials. There's a lot of things that people see. That's when they see video, you're mostly seeing an offensive piece of video, but there's so much power in using it as a defense, which I use it a ton. It plays a huge important role in my business. For example, like, if we're talking here right now, let's say someone wanted to learn more about me, what are they going to do? They're going to go to my website, and probably have to call me, set up a time to meet with me. But look, my video acts as a defense. So they're looking for me. They get to hear me. They get to understand my company. They get to see who I'm about. And what I'm doing is almost using it as like a filtering out process, because I want them to make sure they're in the right place. I want them to know that. And how else do they get a chance to experience me and experience what it's like to work with me if they don't get to experience me? So and that's kind of how that happens. And that thing is happening, like, all the time without me even knowing. Sometimes, it's happening right now. And, like, it's just a really cool thing, and I think when you create a video to solve a specific target, and that's when you really get to see, all right, like, something's working here, and that's kind of like how I like to start it off. And then the tip number 2, it's kind of
No, you can't be like tip number 2.
sorry.
You can't be messing with the numbers.
Sorry.
This is not homeschooling.
Okay,
This is not it. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What is tip number 4? Wait, let's go back to tip number 5.
Okay.
The offensive and the defensive. So the offensive is what we use to put out into the world.
Yeah.
The defense is what lives on our website, where people can connect with us, get to know more about us, and kind of draw them in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like making, and once you start looking at it like that, it's like, all right, where can video affect my business? Where can video actually help me? Then it starts making things a little bit easier, because most of the time people are like, I don't know where to start with video. I don't know what I should do, how to get started. It's like, figure out like what do you want to happen, And when you start looking at it like that, it's like, oh, I don't really have something set up for defense. Let's start here. And then once you get that situated, it's like, okay, now let's start bringing people into our world, and then we can start doing some offensive type of stuff. So that's kind of like to break it down.
Okay. Yeah, I learned a whole lot about football way too early in the morning. Got this. Defensive for your website, offensive you're going to put out in the world for commercials, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all those things. Okay. Tip number 4.
Okay. Using video to save time. And this kind of plays a little bit into what I was talking about with defense. Now, video exists outside of time and space, right? So like right now we're here and during this task, we're bound by this. Video doesn't abide by our rules. So like I was saying before, like someone could be like looking at my website right now and getting a chance to see, my company, see what I'm like, what we do, who do we work with. They get that stuff is happening without me even knowing. And it's really about looking at your business as a whole, seeing like, all right, what can I do to help me like unbound me from doing a specific task I'm doing all the time. And people don't even realize it. Like, just to give you an example, like let's say you have someone who is like a receptionist or doing some type of thing in your company, right? They could be answering a question that probably could be answered like on your website with a short little video, right? And like that. And if that person isn't there answering those calls, like those questions, things are probably not getting done. People are not coming in, right? So it's like, what if we did a video to answer all these questions, so the person who is set up to design to help us can actually focus on other tasks in our business? So it's like unbounding yourself from this certain task so you can do other things in your business. Helps you save time, and it's super efficient, so it's something that we look in, like a lot of business, that we talk to, this is the things that we look at. We're looking, how are they spending their time? How are their sales process? Like what areas in your business can we implement a video solution to help you get some of that stuff situated? So it's super cool, and it's super important. Like, and we're not even talking about marketing yet. Like, this is something that like we're doing in our business, and it's like and if we look at video as just a marketing lens, like, oh, I want to market my business, it's like we almost limit the power that video has, because like it can help us save a bunch of time. And like, I don't know about you, but I love saving time. I don't like wasting time. I love saving some time. So
I like that. It's like those little pieces that you can add to give the personality to kind of share who you are, to bring people in. But it also takes away from that time you're sitting behind a computer or answering a phone to connect with people, when they can connect with you through video and then just book you. So I really like that. I think we're going to start up Tucson, friends. We need to think about it. I like it a lot. So tip number 3.
Cool. So tip number 3 is, I like to focus on showing more. There's a saying that we like to say is like, show, don't tell. So if you have, a great product, show it. If you have a great story to tell, like show it, and it's really cool, because like you're not only being able to showcase different things, but you're almost bringing people into your reality. Like, think about it. Like, if you ever like heard about going to a restaurant, you either went there because you've been there, right? Or someone told you about it. So it's like taking that whole guessing thing out and putting it out there for people to see. So if you have, like I say, if you have a transformative story, if your client did something so amazing, you did something so amazing for your client, how about just getting them on video and showing that story? It's like, these are the things that can happen for you. It's not like you don't have to tell it, like just show it, like watch it, like this is it, this is it. So start thinking about some things that you're doing in your business, like things that you're working on. Show it. Like if you have a great product, show it. So those are the kind of things. And a cool tip for anyone who's out there, like start like recording all the things that you're doing. Like if you have presentations, if you're doing talks, if you're doing interviews, if you do like one-on-one consultations, set up a camera, like record yourself. You never know what could come from that kind of thing, because these are the type of things people want to see. We want to be able to see it, and that's kind of, I think, what's so awesome about video is like we don't have to guess, we can just see it for ourselves.
I like that. I think storytelling is very powerful, but more now than ever that we need that storytelling. And so even to like tell the little parts of what you do behind the scenes, I've never done that. I think I'm going to start doing. I really like that. All right. Tip number 2.
Okay. So like the point you just said, like I think we're just in general, like we're people are just very naturally skeptical of a lot of things, and with video, you can use it to build connections. So if you have a message, you can get it out faster. If you want people to join something, use video to connect with people to join it. Our audience is like craving connection and authenticity. Like we want to be able to connect with people. And it's so crazy because like sometimes we feel like, and it kind of ties into branding too as well. But like when you show more of yourself, people get a sense like they feel like they know you, right? So if you're showing up, like people feel like they can trust you. If you're providing value, if people can see that you're helping them, so they trust you. You're giving your audience a chance to get to know you, and that's kind of like just as simple as that. Like trying try to not make it so hard. Like we're not trying to like get, obviously we want sales, but like this whole realm of marketing is like, what can we do to get people to connect with us? Like how can I start building some conversations with people, putting out a piece of content, not to get likes, but like to start conversation, get people to start seeing me, get people to start noticing me. So just using that simply to start conversations and build connection. And I think to keep it super simple, like just use video to do that. Like it's like people probably watching this live right now, they feel like Marvin seems like a cool guy, like I want to go. I'm so right, but like they get a chance to see who I am, right? They get a chance to see my personality. They get a chance to see like he seems cool. Maybe I would like to work with him, and it could be the same for you. It's just that simple connection, that simple introduction, simple connection to put yourself out there. So.
I like that. I like connecting with people on different levels than just typing behind an Instagram post or a Facebook post, but giving them that connection. What is your tip number 1?
All right. This is going to be very controversial. All right, here we go. But video isn't about you. I'm going to say that one more time. Like this video isn't about you. When we're doing these things, we should be focused on our audience. Like, how do we want them to feel? What do we want them to get out of this? Like, even right now, when I'm talking, like, this isn't about me per se. It's like someone out there could probably take this information. It could be the thing that they're missing, right? To help them get where they want to be in their business. So if I'm only thinking about like myself, it's like you almost lose that aspect of like, this isn't about us, So when we do that, so all the fears that we have of, oh my God, I don't sound great on camera. Oh my gosh, like I don't really know what to say, but like what you should say, what you can say to help people. So it's when we take the not the pressure, but like we take the focus off of us and we start focusing on our audience and the people that we want to help. That's when we really start to see the change. Like I don't even consider myself like a like super well spoken or like someone like that. But I know like there's things I can break things down simply to help people like understand like simple things to help them get over a hump or to get what they want, So it's stuff like that people need. So if I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't sound great, I don't look great, I'm just focusing on me, like I'm not doing what I need to do to help people. And a lot of us get into business to help people, right? So when we stop focusing on all the things that about us and start focusing on our audience and how we can help them, that's how we can overcome these fears. Obviously you should plan, you should, take notes and like plan things like they say, but in actuality, if it's not about us and it's about them, like what's stopping us from doing the things that we need to do to help them? So that's my little tip right there.
That was real deep. I feel like Diana said, I feel a little attacked because I feel like I need to show up with my best self. But I do get it. Like, it's not about you. It's about showing up for them and giving back to them, which connects them to you and back to your business. All right, let's do a review of all of your tips. What was tip number 5?
The power is in the strategy. So focus real quick, like focus on figure out what you want the video to do and how it can help you. So don't just randomly create something, but like plan it out, like figure out what problem can I solve with this video.
Okay, so solve a problem with your video, use strategy, and plan it out.
There you go.
Number 4.
Using video to help save some time. So think about what areas in your business, that task that you're repeating, maybe you can implement a video so you can take yourself out of the task and things get done.
Perfect. Tip number 3.
I say show, don't tell, but focus on showing more.
Show more. Don't just talk about it, be about it. That's what I got from that.
All right. Okay. Use video to build connection.
Use video to actually connect with people and not just talk about yourself. And then tip number 1.
Video is not about you.
Oh, that was deep. Of all the tips we could have, it's not about us, y'all. It's about them. And let's create things to help them solve a problem, alleviate the pain point, and all the things. So thank you, Marvin, for showing up today and giving us all your wonderful video tips. I want to say a quick shout out to our RTS family for joining us this morning. Thank you. Also, Natalie was here last week and she just announced that she's launching or releasing her book next year. Congratulations, Natalie, for joining us. Marvin's wearing your t-shirt. So where can we find you? Where can we find out more about you? Marvin also has a guide that we're going to drop down at the bottom for you guys.
Man, I was going to lead into that.
Go ahead. Sorry.
All right. So one of the things that I usually get is about like what gear, what do I do? What do I get started? I think the one thing you need to think about is this thing is powerful. This thing can help you. So try not to worry so much about the gear. And if like master the cell phone, I would say master the cell phone, master being yourself on camera using this. But for the people who want to like get like what gear, what software, all that stuff, I created this guide for you. So I don't know if we can link the comment somewhere, but mkflavevideo.com/guide. We got cameras, we got editing, we got even place to do meme type graphic stuff. We got all that in there. So it's pretty fleshed out. I'll try to update it as much as I can periodically, so you can go there, figure out from whatever budget, whatever, it's all laid out there. So it should help you on cameras, all that stuff you need to use to help you start creating your videos. So my gift to you for joining.
Perfect. Jacqueline says, what about video and content quality? Can she get all that info in?
So one of the things I'll say about content quality, I think a lot of things we're asking a lot of different things. Quality is objective per se, but like make sure you have good lighting and good sound, obviously. But I think understanding like it's the things in the content that really matter. So try not to focus on like, oh my God, I need a professional thing done. Like obviously if you have the funds, do it. But if I don't want that to be the thing that holds you back, oh my gosh, I can't put this out there because I don't have a nice camera to put out my message. Like that's what I was talking about the phone. Like you can use your phone, master make sure you have good lighting, good audio and stuff. But like, I don't want that to be the thing that holds you back from, helping people. Right. So focus. So that's kind of I can go on a whole tangent about that, but like I was saying, just focus on like we were saying, video is not about us. So focus on the people that you want to help and master that piece of content that you want to put out there.
Perfect. Thank you again for joining us. We're going to do some quick announcements. Tomorrow we have Egg Salad, Innovation Economics, and that is at noon. Make sure you register. I'm pretty sure it's going to sell out. I think there was like a very high number of people. It is free, so make sure you register. That's with Motown Music Accelerator. They're coming in from Detroit, and that's going to be great. Next week, we have Startup Bytes with Brittany, and we're going to talk all about marketing and email marketing. Marvin, thank you again for joining us. Guys, thank you again for joining us for another episode of Startup Bytes, and we will see you next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Yeah.